everyone. I got a question the other day asking me how my eating disorder affected my school, and so I thought I would talk about that really quickly in this video because my battery is about to run out, but I did want to film this video. So basically, my eating disorder in general affected my school greatly. I go to school in Quebec where we have the CEGEP system, which is basically you do a DEC, a DEC, which is a 2-year program, a pre-university program, and then after you go to university after those 2 years. So I started off in the IB, International Baccalaureate program in CEGEP. So I was supposed to finish that in 2 years in the health science option. First semester I got super sick, that's when my eating disorder really hit full on. So I had to cancel that session due to medical reasons. So all those classes that I had done, they didn't count for anything. After that, the semester after, I was still in the hospital, so I only took 2 classes, and I changed from IB to just regular health science because IB was super competitive, and it really sort of didn't help with my eating disorder because I'm such a perfectionist, and if I'm not perfect, then, it's not going right. So it was really a good idea for me to go to regular health science. So I did that the next semester, my second semester of CEGEP. This was in January 2013, and I was still at the same school, and people have been asking me where I've been and stuff, and it's sort of obvious that I weighed 40 pounds less than I'd last seen them. So I mean, yeah. So yeah, during that semester I took 2 classes. I took Calculus 1 and I took Chemistry 1. I both really did well. I got 95% in Calculus and I got 85% in Chemistry, I think. So that was really good. And since I only had 2 classes, I was still able to go to the hospital and stay at the hospital, but then leave the hospital to go to school. So I did a lot of back and forth, driving back and forth with my dad. But in the end, it was pretty worth it because those hospitalizations really helped me, those inpatient times, and it made sure that I ate and I still went to school and stuff, and it was sort of a transition between home and the hospital to completely inpatient. And then slowly I got to sleep at home sometimes if I had an early class the day after, which was good. And so that's that. Last year, so that was September 2013. I was doing pretty well after the summer, but then around exam time, November, I sort of went downhill again, and I sort of mini relapsed, mostly on self-harm and suicidal thoughts, and my anxiety was really high. So since my anxiety was really intense, I had a lot of trouble concentrating at school. I just couldn't focus on anything. All I thought about was if people were staring at me, if I just wanted to be at home and stuff, and it was a pretty hard time. I can go more into detail about that another time, but that's the period when I filmed my anorexia story. So you can see in that video that I'm not really doing that well. And yeah, so after that semester, that's the winter that I went on that cruise that completely changed my life. And I got weight restored because of that cruise. It's a love-hate kind of thing. But I mean, I guess it was a good thing after all. So anyways, that cruise got me to be weight restored, and I realized how much normal eating and recovery is possible. So the semester after went relatively well. I think I don't remember anything that bad in particular. I had a lot of suicidal thoughts and stuff, but that wasn't new. Self-harm, the usual. I was just having a lot of hard time accepting my body during that period of time because I was weight restored. That's when I first became weight restored. And I got my period back during that time, so I had a really hard time accepting my body. So school, instead of thinking about being at home all the time, I was thinking about that, but I was also thinking about how much I hated my body and stuff, and on the border of relapse or not and stuff like that. So that was school during that period. And now that was my second year of CEGEP, so a lot of my friends, most of my friends graduated during that time, and I had only completed 5 classes because the semester before I'd only done 3 classes. And there's 20 something to do, so I was super behind. And I had a lot of explaining to do. So like basically people be like, oh, this is your last semester? I'm like, no, like next year is my last year, and then this year I'm like, yeah, this is my last year, but like it's not. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. But so yeah, I was really behind, so I was sort of discouraged about that. And so this year I was really motivated to get like 5 classes done. So this semester is the first semester that I've done in CJEP in the past 3 years that I've done more than 3 classes. Because the semester before I'd also done 3 classes. So this semester I took 5 and I completed the 5. I have 1.5 more weeks of school. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to pass all my classes, knock on wood. So 5 more classes under my belt, which is really huge for me because the first time I've done so many classes since like high school, and that's huge. I didn't think it'd be possible. Like I realized at the other I was like, wow, this is the first time I've like passed 5 classes like in one semester. And like a full-time student usually has like around 7 classes. My boyfriend has 5 classes because he has like some leftover. Like a lot of people have, normal people have 5 classes, and it was pretty incredible for me to realize that I've come so far. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that and I'm really proud. So that's this semester. Next semester I'm probably going to take 5 classes again. I'm hoping that I might get a gym class and a French class, because those are definitely my easier classes. And I really like French class and I really like gym class, so I'm hoping that I get those 2. Because gym class is obviously more chill than the other ones, and you don't have to be as concentrated, because I still have problems with concentrating. Like even though on the outside, you know, I'm almost fine, like I gained all my weight, I'm like eating, I'm like preparing my own food and stuff. Like just because my actions do that, it doesn't reflect what goes on in my head. Like the thoughts are all there still. So I mean, it's a constant battle, but I'm really trying to push through and to concentrate on other things. It's really hard, it's really exhausting. Like this whole semester I just like fell asleep like in every class because I was just so exhausted. And so like in my update that I filmed before, I've been really busy, and so I'm really exhausted, and it's been a long semester and I just like excited for a nice break. But I think that for next semester I'm going to try to change things up a bit, maybe lighten my load, not school wise, but maybe like skating wise, coaching wise, things like that. So, to preserve my energy, so I can concentrate better. But yeah, that's basically how my eating disorder affected my school. It played a lot with my social anxiety, obviously, and yeah, that's how my last 5 semesters of CJEP have been. I have another year after this here, so I have a 4th year. So that's pretty, sort of discouraging, but then I remember, like, why that's happened. So yeah. I hope this video answered your question. If you guys have any more questions, or if you'd like more details about certain semesters or stuff like that, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!